If you're an online coach or consultant, let me tell you why you absolutely hate running your business right now. First, your revenue is inconsistent, you've hit a ceiling, and you don't know how to break through it. Second, client acquisition is hard because you don't know how to position your offer in a way that attracts your dream customer or ICP. Third, you're running a sales team, you're managing setters and closers, and you absolutely hate doing it with every fiber of your being. And lastly, you don't have the systems and automations in place to properly scale your business without being involved in daily operations and without burning out and working 16 hours a day. And the result is a business that owns you instead of you owning the business. Now, let me ask you this question. When you decided to become an online entrepreneur, when you decided that you wanted to start an online business, did you start because you love being stressed out and working 16 hours a day? Or did you start because you wanted more freedom? I mean, making money is amazing. Making money is the best thing ever, but what's the point of making all this money if you don't have the time to enjoy it? If you can't go on holidays or vacation, if you can't spend time with your family or loved ones, if you don't have time to dedicate to your passions, what's the point of making all this money if you don't have freedom and time for yourself? I started a business because I wanted freedom. And I've built a business that adds an extra $200,000 a year without staying on sales calls all day, trying to convince strangers to give me their money, and without working 16 hours a day and without burning out. So now I'm making more money while working less. I'm just working a few hours a day. I'm happier than I've ever been. I'm more fulfilled. And instead of managing a sales team, setters, and closers, and trying to chase the closers that are not closing and trying to chase the setters that are not setting and getting mad and being stressed out, I actually have more time to dedicate to my clients, and I'm helping other coaches and consultants build the same business, build the business that they want. And it's just the best feeling ever. It's the best, it's the best feeling ever. Now, let me give you a quick disclaimer. I'm not saying that running a business is easy. This is not the message that I want to send. I'm not saying that it's easy. Anyone with more than two brain cells understands that running a business is hard and it takes hard work. All I'm saying is that there are two ways of running an online coaching business, in my opinion. There is an old way and there is a new, better way. Now, the old way, we all know how it works. You create a landing page, book a call funnel, you direct traffic to that landing page, you have closer setters, you make people book a call, you close the call, and you close them on the call, and you sell a high ticket program for 5, 6, 7K, and even more than that. And still works, still a great business model, still a great way to do it, but I think it's a little outdated. The new way, which is my way, is a lean operation where you only need two team members, maybe even only one, and you run a business at an 80% plus profit margin. Now, the idea is very simple. You create content, you drive traffic to the content with very simple, low budget ads, and then you nurture that content, those leads, with value emails and value content. And the difference between the old way and the new way is that the new way, we don't immediately sell a high ticket program and we don't take sales calls. We sell a small entry offer. That way that people are attracted to the small entry offer because it's cheap enough that it's frictionless. They don't have to overthink it. They can afford it. It's not crazy expensive. And once they get into the program and they start getting results and they see that the product is amazing, they stay, and then they're going to want to buy more, and then you can upsell to the higher ticket program that you have, which can be 5, 6, 7, 10K, whatever. And the key difference is that you don't have to take sales calls. You can sell a high ticket program without having to take sales calls. And we focus on the product. Now, the times where you overpromise and underdeliver are over. We are under promising and over delivering. This is the new way. This is the new method. This is the new era of online coaching business. We have to create an amazing product. You have to have an amazing product, and you have to underpromise and overdeliver. And this is how you build a sustainable coaching business. And you can do this without taking sales calls, without managing a big team, and without being involved in daily operation and working 16 hours a day. Now, if you hate doing all these things, taking sales calls, doing cold outreach, managing big teams, sales teams, closers, and setters, then keep watching this video because I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do this, how you can build a business the new way and the most efficient way. Now, I've said that there is an old way and a new way. And the old way, I'm not saying that it's necessarily wrong. The old way still works. The book call funnel, the paid ads for the book call funnel, having closers and setters, it still works and you can still make a lot of money. I'm not denying that it works. I'm just saying that it's a little outdated and it doesn't really work for everyone in 2026. And there are a few problems with the old way, and let me tell you what they are. First, the market in 2026 is a lot more sophisticated than it used to be in 2018, 2019, and 2020. That means that people have been exposed to the marketing tactics, the marketing gimmicks, and people have been scammed, and people have been through the funnels, and they understand what they're getting into. Back in 2019, 2020, you could run ads and you can have a 5, 6x, 10x ROAS just by running simple ads. And that's why people like Ty Lopez or Imangaji or Mosey used to do so well with Facebook ads. But now people are more sophisticated, the market is sophisticated, and they know what they're getting themselves into. They know what that when they click into an ad, that's a funnel. They know that if they book a call, there's going to be a highly trained closer that's going to use tactics to take money out of them. And nobody wants to drop 5K on a program like just like this on a call with a stranger without knowing that if the program is going to work. I mean, those times are over. You can't do that shit anymore unless you have a huge personal brand and you have a lot of trust. If you don't have a big personal brand and people don't already trust you a lot, then this is not going to work. Another problem with the old way is that it's a lot harder to scale, because if you want to scale the old way, you're going to have to hire more setters, more closer, more team members, and you're going to add layers of complexity, and it's just going to be more stressful, and you're going to have to be involved a lot more with the business and make sure everything is running smoothly, and it's just a lot harder, and it's just not the business that I want to run because I want more freedom, as I said. And I've done all of these things. I've done sales calls, I've managed teams, I've done it all. And I absolutely hated it. That's why I decided to change it and switch the way I do business, the way I run my coaching business. So I stopped taking sales calls, I let my sales team go, and I built infrastructures and automations to make sure that my business could run on autopilot so that I don't have to be involved with every single aspect of the business and still make 5, 6 figures a month. And the result is a business that has generated over $200,000 in less than a year at a 90% profit margin without me taking sales calls and without me having to be involved in the business. And I actually have more time to help my clients achieve the results that they want. So it's much more fulfilling. Now, I call it the ACR system. It's acquisition, conversion, and revenue. Basically, it's nothing new, it's nothing crazy. Like, we're just doing things a little bit different. So we still create value content, and then we run low budget ads, very simple ads that generate leads consistently, that enter our ecosystem. And then we collect those emails and we keep nurturing those leads with emails and more value content. And the difference, as I said, with the old way is that we don't take sales calls, but we have a landing page or an offer doc where we explain our offer and people can buy directly with a link. They can pay without taking sales calls, without doing anything. And it's cheap enough that it removes friction. So once they get into the program, it's cheap. They see the product is amazing. They get results. A lot of people getting results. They stick to the program. And once they get to the end, they want to buy more. They want to upsell to the higher program because the product is freaking amazing. And that's how it should be in 2026. I think that's the best way to run a coaching business in 2026. And it just makes sense because you have to build the trust, especially if you're new. You don't have the trust, you don't have the audience. You have to generate leads somehow, and you have to build the trust by, showing people that you can actually deliver what you say you can deliver. The great thing about the ACR system is that it works for newer coaches and for more seasoned experienced coaches of maybe they've hit a ceiling, they're stuck between 10, 20K a month, and they're looking for ways to scale their business, but they hate taking sales calls and they're looking for a better way to scale their business. And the system works. People are getting amazing results. They're going from making 2 to 3K a month to making 20, 30, 40K a month. People are absolutely crushing it, and I'm happy, I'm fulfilled. I'm happy that I get to help people achieve their goals and build the business of their dreams. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. I love people are crushing it. And yeah, that's it. So if you still here watching this video and you're interested in what the ACR program looks like, and you want to know more about it, you can click the first link in the description and see if it's a fit, it's something you're interested in. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.